Now this looks cool, right? A two-person seated electric utility scooter? But it's got some problems.
Hey everyone, Micah here with Electrek, and today we're reviewing the Razer EcoSmart Cargo electric scooter. Let's check it out.
Alright, this is a tricky one. Most of these reviews, I'm pretty happy with the product, largely because I get to choose my reviews, and that means I choose products that I think will be good. And I had high hopes for the Razer EcoSmart Cargo here, but ultimately, despite it having some cool features, it let me down in several areas. Let me explain by starting with some background here. First of all, we're looking at a 20-mile-an-hour top-speed electric seated scooter. And it starts off strong with some really cool features. It's even a two-seater, with that rear bench being complemented by a set of folding foot pegs for a passenger, and there are even clear wheel skirts so your passenger doesn't get their leg or pants or ankle in the wheel. I didn't ultimately bring a passenger for another reason that I'll cover shortly, but you can absolutely do it. The scooter's set up for it. The weight rating is 300 pounds or 136 kilos, so two fit adults could ride together, though two average American adults wouldn't be within the weight limit. Even so, the scooter's got some other nice features too, like a 1000-watt motor that's actually quite powerful, and it's a type of mid-drive motor, so it puts that weight centrally located in the middle of the scooter. You've got a disc brake, you've got decently wide 3-inch moped tires, even if they're small diameter at 16 inches, you've got front and rear LED lights, and even a cool little hidden storage area under the seat, big enough to fit my GoPro mount, or probably your wallet and keys. And you can pull off that rear seat if you don't want it to put on a cargo basket accessory instead. Other nice features include the wide center kickstand, the twist throttle instead of annoying thumb throttles that seem to be popular now, and even 5 speed levels, though I basically kept it in the maximum speed level all the time. Okay, so there's a lot to like here, right? I mean, it's a cool concept for a small yet highly capable two-person utility scooter. And at only $1,100 no less. That's a pretty darn good price for a two-seater e-scooter, but then I started to run into several issues. For one, the motor is loud, like really loud. It sounds like a chainsaw, mostly because it's got the main components of a chainsaw, like a motor whipping a chain around at high speed. Here's the unedited audio for full effect. No, that's not an angry swarm of bees. That's my scooter. Next, let's talk about that disc brake. There's only one in the rear, and that isn't a problem per se. I've ridden plenty of rear brake-only vehicles and they stop just fine. But this one doesn't. The brake is bad, like really bad. It's just so weak, and that's the reason I didn't ride with another passenger. I wasn't confident in the braking ability. Look, I didn't even have a camera lens wide enough to capture the entire braking distance in a single shot. I literally had to brake out of frame to stop in frame. I'm not saying these brakes are like a couple of pieces of felt gripping a Teflon disc, but they just aren't anywhere near as powerful as any other scooter or e-bike of this size or weight I've tested. I had to plan ahead at stop signs to make sure I stopped in time. So that's, like, not good.
Now, here's another little quirk about the EcoSmart here, is that when you push it forwards and you're just walking it along, you know, everything's nice and dandy and it's all working great. The problem is when you want to push it backwards, all of a sudden you got to work against the motor here because the wheel doesn't freewheel anymore and you're actually turning that electric motor. So going backwards is quite hard, unlike going forwards where it just rolls along nicely.
And there are a few other things here as well. The bars don't turn super far lock to lock. The scooter weighs the better part of 75 pounds, which I don't even know how that's possible because there just isn't that much here. I mean, look at it, it's not a big scooter. And for the price, I could even start to look past the somewhat limited 16-mile range. But the other issues, they really add up for me. As it stands, I love the idea of what Razer made here, a small and convenient two-seater electric utility scooter. But the execution, that's what's lacking. Which is a real bummer, because it would have been so easy to fix most of the issues by just using a hub motor and a better brake set. Who knows, maybe Razer will come out with that for a version 2. The other Razer products I've tried have been great, so this one really sticks out as a rare miss. Maybe we'll see Razer come back with an upgraded version of the EcoSmart Cargo scooter. Here's hoping.
Thanks for watching, everyone. We hope you enjoyed that first ride on the Razer EcoSmart Cargo electric scooter. If you did, why don't you give this video a thumbs up? And don't forget to subscribe so you won't miss any of our future electric vehicle videos. We'll see you here next time.